So, I started the game today with the plan of just like, you know what, I'm only going to record the big fights or maybe the big moments. And, I'm sure barely anybody's watching these, but I'm actually getting a lot more views on these than I expected. I mean, still just double digits, like 20, 30 views, but apparently people are watching it. So I'd kind of like to know, those of you who are watching, what you'd like to see. Do you want to see me play every single turn? Or is there specific stuff you'd like to see at this point? I've got a balanced run that I started on this channel that I've kind of been putting off playing because I'm pumping out content for this and finishing. Well, I'd like to actually finish a game. Um, so I don't particularly mind either way. So I'm just curious if there's stuff that people would like me to show off or, focus on or anything like that. Because, you know, uh, I can just do what I want, or I figured I'd see what the few of you who are watching actually would prefer. So that out of the way. Obviously, we're at the end of a turn. I need to move this guy's domain. Actually, you know what? Let's really briefly go over the balance changes because I think they're kind of cool, and some design philosophy stuff. So the balance changes were, I've seen some complaining about them, but there's always complaining with balance changes. The main ones being that, okay, so we no longer get our super golems and whatnot where they come with all their actions the minute you summon them, so you can put them in defend or like even do two, summon more things. Same thing with sealed elementals, which I need to make more of. And so that was one of the big nerfs. And then the other big one that people have been talking about is the things like the elixir potion, the lich potion, which I don't think I have. Have I made it in this run? I think I could have made it and I didn't. It's basically, it gives you 100% vampirism on your attacks. Vampirism no longer works on undead golems or undead constructs and demons, I believe. It only works on mortals, essentially. So, does it work on fantastic units? I don't recall. And I don't think I have anything that makes that obvious. And I've seen a lot of people upset about this, and I don't know how that is on the hardest difficulties, but to me these are all really, really good changes. Because what's neat about this game, and what I think it does really, really well, is incentivize exploring different options. So, there's a lot of stuff that you can make, obviously as an alchemist, the same as an artificer, as a necromancer. And having a solves everything option, I think, is usually really boring. So what people were doing is they were just, getting vampirism on their units somehow, I believe with runes and artificer, and then also getting infinite retaliations because there's skills and other things that'll do that. And then you can pretty much solo armies with one unit because your unit will just never die because it does more damage than the enemies can deal to it, and it'll always retaliate when it's attacked. So as long as you don't get bombarded by too much range damage, you'll just cleave through everything. And while that's a cool strategy, and a strategy I'll note I believe should still work if you're fighting mortals, it's a little lame that that's the only strategy. Especially for Alchemist, I'm okay with these kinds of nerfs because the whole point of Alchemist is reaching into your goodie bag and going, okay, what do I have for this? What are my options? What can I do? How can I fix this fight? And I think that's a really, really important vibe to keep. Now, I know maybe it's less easy on Artificer or Necromancer. Again, I haven't even played them yet. But I appreciate that they're spending a lot of their time trying to make this as unique as possible, even though they've got things like a static map. I really like that you have random skill ups as opposed to the point buy from Age of Wonders, because it kind of prevents like, oh yeah, you could do this cool build, but the best thing to do is this build and just do it. It's a lot of how do I make this work? Oh wait, I got this build, let me reorganize my units. Oh, I got this skill on this thing. Obviously, I'm not doing that too much right now, because my units are spread out all over the map. I don't have teleportation yet, and I just we're playing on Explorer, so I really don't have to. But I appreciate that they've done a good job. Like, randomness can be bad. It can be really bad. But they've done a really good job of doing it so far. And I think, it's what makes this game unique among other games in its genre, where in a lot of games, people will find the best strategy and just execute that ad infinitum and then get bored or give up. And there's plenty of people who are happy with that, and that's fine. But personally, I like trying to push myself outside those bounds and be like, okay, I know I can win if I do this, but what if I don't? What if I try this? What if I try that? And this game is really forcing me to do that right from the get-go, and I enjoy that. So this might not be your game if you're like, yeah, I want to find the most broken strategy and then just walk all over the map, but I feel like it's really rewarding to get into it and be like, okay, well, what happens if I start next to this city? This game just looking at like starting options, I was going to zoom out more, but I'll just move right. You know, we started in Golden Fields. I usually go to the city of Lyrane, whatever it is, I don't know, and make them happy ASAP and get the human barracks. And the human barracks then gives me some gold income, does some other stuff. I've seen some interesting strategies from other players who head straight to seven keeps and make them instantly happy and get certain quests and things going on over there to get other things going. Where you start and what you're dealing with and what cities you work with really changes things, and I think that's a really neat way to handle the game. So enough of me rambling. Let's play. But you know, I'm still playing this, you know, 50 hours later, when sometimes I even 50 hours in go, I've kind of seen all this before, because I haven't seen all this before. There's just so much going on. It's really neat. Okay, I'll stop my preaching. This is a weird one. So, for whatever reason, Zacharias' menagerie is conflicted, and I always forget that, and it affects the math on, like, how much gold am I making. So, keep that in mind when you see that, and you're like, oh, I'll just go there, and it'll fix my... No, it won't. So, I'm probably going to go there real quickly. Let's enter search for Zacharias. Out being splendid. I guess I'll come back later. Okay. I've seen that. That wasn't there originally. I don't know when it shows up. I've seen it pop up. I was curious if I could get a quest there. Don't know what happens. And again, I don't know what happens. I like that. Cave depleted. Where's our depleted cave? Okay, that was that guy. Apprentice Lodge built. We just saw that. So what do I need? I just noticed that I'm out of summoned elementals because I just used some of them to fix my fight mistakes or sealed elementals. So I probably should get a few more of those guys. Obviously, what I really want to do here is get 4 elemental and 4 energy. 4 energy is pretty easy. It's just 2 crystals. And then 4 elemental is pretty easy. It's just 2 flintstones. And I'm overshooting once again because now I can drop potent water on it. 4 elementals for 4 turns of crafting. Awesome. I'm also feeling like I'm hitting a crafting bottleneck. So what I'm going to do is go look at my options to fix that. I probably want the minion next. I've gotten this. It's pretty good. But... honestly, my domain doesn't cover enough of these things, and it's a pretty difficult thing to do, so I'll probably get the minion, because lowering crafting duration is always great. Mess Hall doesn't do any crafting stuff. Dwarven Vault is 1 turn away, and that's going to really help with my income. Well, not really help, but, you know, anything helps. It's the plus 10% more loot that really does it. Troop Quarters doesn't have anything interesting. Study, I'm surprised I haven't done Pen Pal yet. I almost always bash that out early because it's really easy to do once you get the charged crystal income. And then Workshop's already got its thing, and Alchemy Lab already has its thing. So, actually, I'm getting kind of close to getting to Mastery 50 where I get this other layer, and I'm about to top this out. So my next rule for crafting is probably going to be fill out these slots. Like, you really do want to prioritize filling out these slots. I've been kind of lax at it. But these are big game changers. If you're feeling like you're underpowered, go look at what slots you can craft. Now, I know it's different for Alchemist and Necromancer, both what you have and how easily you can do it, because I don't believe you get access to the Philosopher's Stone, which is great for getting those higher level things. But yeah, always a good thing to do. Because what I can do is, if I want, I could just build another workshop, and that gives me 3 more gold per day, another crafting slot, and then I can put another crafting slot as well, because I'll, you know, build the additional work table. Actually, sorry, it only gives 1 because I've given it that. Yeah, okay, I'm reading it wrong. But either way, you get the idea. I'm going to want more crafting slots, so maybe I'll do a workshop. You can't do a second alchemy lab. I could do more studies, but again, that doesn't really do much. So I kind of want to get both minions, the minion at the alchemy lab and the minion at the other one, and then get the work table out of here. I don't know. I thought you could destroy these. Let me just check really quickly. So if I wanted a comfy chair, you have no free crafting slots available. Are these permanent? I would swear there's a way to delete them. Well, I don't see it, so maybe I'm stuck with it. Oh well, I guess I'm living with it. I don't hate the choices I made. An additional work table isn't bad, so maybe they're permanent. Either way, as I just rambled about, I probably want to start really maxing out my mastery and getting to level 50, because I'm about to run out of room, so let's do that. We have a quest. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, I've gone pretty evil on this. Yep, sure, yep. Again, I'm kind of saving all that for when I'm really engaged. Enables swapping between Philo and Malk through 2 focus. Uh, oh, cool. So, did I finish his quest then? That was a really short quest. I've done one other quest to completion, and I got almost all the way through another, and it took a lot longer. But maybe it's because I took the evil route rather than the good route that went so quick, or maybe more will come now that he's got this wonderful skill. Oh, it's one action. It doesn't take focus, or does it? Yeah, it doesn't take focus. Cool, awesome. So now that he's done that, and I kind of don't know where I want him to go. There's obviously a lot of resources. You know what? I got a lot of quests and stuff to do over here, so let's hike him that way, and he can start dealing with all of that. How's his stack, actually? Not ideal. 2 tier 2s, a Wisp, which I should probably go find an All-Fire node to park on, and then, you know, a Goblin and a free summon. So I'm probably going to want to head to a city to help fix that. Konnak is down here. It's got some pretty good units. I don't know if they synergize with him all that well, but who cares? They're better than what I've currently got. So, once again, staying on the water, just to see what we can do. I don't think he can... Yeah, he can't harvest. Well, I could make him harvest, but I don't want to. Ooh. Units here gain blah, blah, blah. I'm assuming you can't go there. You cannot. Oh, okay, so this is an unprotected all-fire node. Ah. So I just talked about how I probably want to max out my mastery. But you'll notice that these are all tier 2 beasts. So they would probably just attack these wolves. I'm kind of considering getting the Mole Beast, though, because it's got Mountaineer. Then again, he has Forester. Oh, they both got Forester and Mountaineer. Do you have Forester? Well, you're flying, so it doesn't even matter. Do I want to... I'm not going to do it. So what I could do is I could go over here. Let's show it off. Where's Nature? Wrong one. Nature 2. Befriend Beast. And I could just immediately snipe one of these and take it. That's a really, really useful skill when, like, you've got a miner who's just out in the middle of nowhere and you don't want him to die, and you can just build a stack by doing this. Or when you're fighting an enemy stack with one of your main stacks, the Friend Beast is really strong because not only do you steal one of their units, but you buff your own stack. It's basically like killing an enemy unit before the fight even starts. It's incredibly powerful, and if you fight in certain regions, you'll see more beasts, so this is better. I obviously haven't really been fighting in those regions, and I only just got this because of how I did my progression. So I'm actually going to cancel and refund this because I don't want to cast it. But that way you can see like just how powerful that is. So this guy's a scout. He can't really do anything. I might just move my tower up here later, clear all this out, take the all-fire node, because getting nodes, you always kind of want to be thinking about where's my tower going to go next. So I've got a small all-fire node here. It's taking the Shaper Ruin, but I've also got this tomb. Oh, the tomb's infinite. Clicking on these lets you know, like, oh, that's forever. I've got a tomb and a camp here, so I'm probably not going to hike it all the way up there yet. He said, not sure if he believed himself. Because something you can start doing later on is, or even now really, is keeping units on your tower, and now they're kind of your tower clearing stack. They just go with your tower and fly with it, and then land, murder everything, and move on. So you kind of want some sort of tower clearing stack. I don't know if this is good enough, but it's a start. You know, I'm overthinking this once again, so let's just go ahead and start getting us some nice stuff. We go over here. You need to build a thing, and I've got that Alchemist quest, and Water Under the Bridge, and all these things that I kind of want to do, yeah, over that way. So yeah, and then there's this city that I don't even think I can get to. We'll start heading this way, and we're going to think about where do we want his domain. Again, I think I got that domain upgrade, so something like that maybe. Can he clear the all-fire node? Probably not, because he doesn't have Mountaineer, so I can't get there. And I can't put that on water, but maybe there. We'll see if we can want to head there. Come on. Something like that. Oh, right, birds. Darn it. Don't do those kinds of moves. Actually, do I want to steal one of the birds and just replace the wolf? That'd be kind of a significant upgrade. And I've never done... This is a unit I have... Oh, sorry, it's a griffin, right? I thought it was an Ironbeak. Never mind, I can't. Can't steal tier 3s, unfortunately. Again, I could train more units. I'm not really worrying about it, though, because I think my stacks are good enough, and I'm kind of waiting until I have better units to train as well. Something I should be keeping an eye out for is, you know, what lets me summon units on the map. This doesn't, that doesn't, you know, these are all caves and ruins. That's a hamlet. But, you know, I'll keep an eye open. Again, that's kind of why I want to get those paladins up, because they're great tier 3 units. Well, they're okay tier 3 units, honestly. But depends what you're fighting. Ooh, wow, they killed him. Okay. Well, that's one less thing to micro. Awesome, they fought me. Wow, really? Really? You think you're going to... Maybe I should just give this another unit so it doesn't... So there's something to be said for buffing your stacks just so you can auto-resolve more. I'm not even going to lie. You know, it's nice to talk about, like, oh, well, strategy and blah, 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 but sometimes you just get sick of slaughtering enemies when the auto-resolve just can't figure out, hey, you've probably got this. So, once again, set up a screening formation of sorts. Get these guys behind them. Put him out to flank, I think. I want to be careful. I don't know how far griffins can move. I've actually never had to fight a griffin. What do you do? Woo! Okay, you've got just strike, so I don't really care about that, to be fair. How far can you move? About there, so it's like 2 away from that. It's like about there, safe. And then we can just, I think, and do you have any buffs to cast? Oh, right. What are you resistant to? Elemental weakness. Okay, so white resistant elemental weakness. I actually want to cast this on myself so that I'm doing elemental damage rather than white damage. And likewise, does it have physical resistance? I forgot to check. It does not, so it's probably not. Well, it's weaker to elemental damage than it is to physical. So I probably want to put this on my big damage dealers as well. So again, you know, pay attention, do things. I'm overkilling this, mind you. I can probably just face roll this, you know, defend. But here we are. Guardian's Blessing. Oh, it heals every turn. Cool. So we'll break armor. You have lots of flanking to do. Oh yeah, that's great. And he's bleeding. Yeah, that just shows you how incredibly powerful properly buffing up your units can be. The wolves are going to go in and engage the wisp and hit it for a flank, so that these guys can get a flank as well. Boom. And then, I mean, I know it's dead. I just want to know who kills it. Go up here, take the kill, and then you run up and smack them, even though they're resistant to it. We don't really care. So a little bit of damage dealt. These guys took a beating. Oh, it killed itself. I was going to heal them. I didn't even notice. Whew. Okay, so what do we get? Ooh, wow. So that was worth doing if just for the ingredients we got. That's pretty great. A bunch of health is nice, but I like having procs like this. I like the health is probably the smarter move, but I just for personal interest reasons like the idea of getting them bleeding so that they can proc bleeding. Even though a lot of the later game enemies, bleeding and poison, seem a little bit weak. It's almost like D&D because everything feels like they're immune to it. But again, it kind of depends on what area you're fighting in. As you learn the map, you might change your evaluation of some of these locations because, oh, wait a minute, you know, or some of these skills because, oh, well, I could go over here and get that, or I could go over here and get that, and those things will really change, or rather fight that, and that'll really change how you approach stuff. So, okay, Dwarven Vault build. What can we build? More loot. Greedy. I really like this. And that, this is so expensive. So if I had dwarf units, this is obviously crazy, but for just the 5 gold a day, since I don't have dwarf units, I think that's a lot of pips. So I'm probably going to focus this. So once again, I need 6 in each. So we want Arcane. Arcane's pretty easy. I could just do that and then do 2 fire breathing potions and be done with it. Ha, actually I can't because I'm out of them. So let's see if we've got something that does both. It's not a problem to waste. I like keeping my empty vials for making Philosopher Stones, which I don't know if that was intended, but feels kind of right. So I want what? Arcane and Elemental. Yeah, I'm actually kind of left. Oh, there we go. You. We can do that, and then I can do one of... one of you, maybe? Actually, no, I gotta get to 6. I, for some reason, was thinking, yeah, I do actually need to do that. And then it's one of each if I want to do that. I have 4 fire-breathing potions coming out. Yep, that's fine. So we'll use a fire-breathing potion, and we'll use a focus potion. Focus potion, where are you? There you are. Employee of the month. Love it. Great name. So yeah, once again, these things help solve your economy problems. This is giving me a ton of money. This is going to give me a ton of money. These buildings are giving me money. This is giving me resources, which makes it easier to get more things that get me money. These things are getting me more efficient uses, which saves me money. You've really got to think of your economy in all facets. Gold will always be your choke point, but if you're using your mana, using your crafting, using your building expansions, you shouldn't have money problems. Again, at least on Explorer. Guardian Shrine build. Which one's that? Oh, I totally forgot I was already building this. Okay. Now we do have some units to maybe hire. So let's go ahead and hike him. Oh, something to kill. Again, we want to get experience on him because one of my win conditions is get a hero to level 15 and finish their quest. I wish it showed whether or not you finished their quest, or maybe that's spoilers, I don't know. There's another city up here. I'm probably going to go visit it. I haven't done much with them. Sunken Ruins depleted. Yep, but we just move our thing right in time. Depleted, move right in time. You don't have to get it that perfect. It's nice to think about it, but like if I go into the red right now, who cares? I can handle it. And I would probably sell most of my bandages because bleeding is not a problem at this point. So go ahead and mine. Let's see what happens when I move partway. Okay, rather than moving the full thing. Oh, there's just hamlets. That's a Sky Iron Vein. Okay, so that's empty. If this is empty too, I'll probably drop something there, because that's not bad. Maybe try to get that fish trap. Yeah, I'll put it up here, see what I get. You are basically perfect. You know, I can't make the march in one turn, and I haven't checked this in a while. So I just want to see what they have. Now, this city is the beginner city, so to speak, and it doesn't usually have anything super interesting. Like, these are not worth buying. Well, I mean, maybe in the early game if you really need them. You know, if I need units, I could use this, but this is a fine stack. I don't need another Alchemist, and I don't want to replace 2 flyers. And, you know, I've already done all their quests, so just double-checking it. Euro. I don't know which one you're at. Sure, fine. Yep, okay. We'll tick off one to get another to not be angry. I do want to do a run where I kind of stand up for myself a bit more against them, but not right now. Okay, this is my super stack. What am I doing with them? I'm going to head them up to Darkvale Gate, just because I want to do the Alchemist's Nephew, and then we'll go from there. Because as an Alchemist, the Alchemist's Nephew quest, really good to do, and you'll see why when I'm done with it. Oh, I should have started hiring some paladins. I was a fool. Ta-da! Poison coating, healing potion, potent water, and some arias. Okay. So, this gets me, wow, good chunk of stuff. Another, ooh, lots of bone dust, that's nice. You are Elven Heal Root, we will go get lots of that, absolutely. And then, before I forget, let's go to the tower. Way over here, we are parked in the loading zone. There we go. So I've got this guy over here. What would I swap? Probably the wolf. As we've been seeing, it's not perfect. So let's go ahead and get a paladin. Let's show a paladin first, so I'll inspect it. Paladins are kind of like, they seem, why would this be a tier 3 right at the start? Because, like, okay, it's got the usual human mortal resistance, or white resistance of 20%. It's got a good chunk of health. It's got pretty good melee attack. There's 2 things to keep in mind. They have Defy Death, which is awesome. So you can just charge this out there like a lunatic, and as long as you win, it comes back to life. Now, that can be really annoying. It's armored, so it's got a little extra armor. But you know, you don't want it to die before it can do everything, but if anything should take damage, it should be your paladins. And then it's got Light Javelin. It's only got the focus to do this once by default, but it does a lot of damage in a large range. So it's almost use them like a Roman legionnaires, you know, throw the javelins, then charge in and start smashing things. Or use the javelins just to finish off things in the back, like run up to the front. They can't do this while they're engaged, so remember you want to be a little bit farther away, 1 hex away at least, if you're trying to like kill something in the back. But against like skeleton archers, these guys are just brutal. Any undead mages. And against everything else, they get a whole bunch of skills that are like anti-demon, anti-this, mage slayer, blah, 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 blah. They just wind up being the anti-everything. So that's tiresome. 4 turns is fine. I mean, I don't, or 6 turns is fine. They're 4 gold. I can afford it. I don't usually worry about that. So I just got my potions of fire breathing. Let's go back to the tower because I was talking about that. I want that minion. Let's get the minion. Let's get our craft times down. So 6 green and 3 arcane. What's green called? Life. Green and arcane. What are my options? So Arias are an option, but I'm going to sit on those for a moment because I want to finish a quest that I know that I have. Can't use you. They are really the option, aren't they? Well, I've got this soul, and I've got some horseshoes, or good luck charms. So I could do that. Philosopher's Stone it. And then I've got this. I just need 6 more green. And I've got 2. I could healing potion it. I'm not. I just need a 2 and a 1. I might be healing potioning it. This is a rather interesting choke point of alchemy where I want to, but I can't like use the heat stone because then I get 3 in an elemental and it's going to be angry at me. This will not work. I'm back to making the enchanted distillery, or it'd be nothing because it's like, hey, you have 3 here. I'm counting that. So it's the one downside, and green seems to be the big choke point for, at the very least, alchemy. I'm not wasting a nectar on this. If anything, I'm going to use that for bigger things. So I think I will healing potion just to get the minion. I probably won't need that anytime soon. It's a very good thing. I forget how to craft it, again, because I'm kind of getting choke pointed. So let's get my minion up. You were going to go to a city, say hi, see what we could buy. Orcish barracks, cool. Pyromancers, interesting. What do these do? Oh, I've run into these before. Fire wielder, yeah, they've got some interesting stuff. They're pretty good. Snow leopard, purity soldier, elven rangers, and axe wielders. Those are some great tier 2s. And then orc shamans, interesting. What are you? Are you tier 3? Yeah, tier 3. I have not seen you. Curse. Ooh, this would be pretty good with mentalist. The willpower loss starts triggering a lot of the mentalist stuff. Summon spiders, fire wielder. Ooh, cool. They're pretty good units. I like that. And then summon beasts. I already have that. Giant strength. I don't have. Vial of Nor. 100% death damage. Interesting. And this is why you want to like check out cities. Now, obviously, I can't buy any of that because I need to send a real group over here to talk to them. Oh, I've got this guerrilla warfare stuff. I should probably do that. So slaughter them. Again, an upside to upgrading your army. You'll notice I'm sitting on a bunch of cash, and that's because I don't often shop as much as I should, and I want to actually use the shops this time, so I'm kind of hesitating on blowing my money on income, or I just kind of want to stack my money up. So I'm pretty sure he can just charge in like a lunatic and be fine. I mean, how much focus do you have? 7? So this does take an action. So I guess the charge in like a lunatic plan is turn into the demon, because I don't see the downside, so to speak. Only move 1 step and then defend, just in case. Ooh, he even gets a skin change. Neat. Can I get closer? Can I go here? Aw. Well, it's a cool skin. They should show it off on that other screen. Even do an icon change. That'd be neat. Ah! So he regains health, but he takes white. He gets minus 100% white resistance. Wow, this is a really good unit then, being able to swap between that. Neat. Alright. Or really good hero. What am I doing this fight? They've got a bunch of skeleton archers. Dear God, they're all skeleton archers. So he's just basically going to clean them out practically solo. Because it's a bunch of archers, I'm going to be way more aggressive. Oh, there's one other warrior, but 3 archers is a lot. The halberdiers are going to tank that warrior. And he's going to tank the other one, ideally. Well, he's going to tank it right up until he teleports into their back lines. This will go over here. They're going to go over here so they can start flanking. Okay, so just a little bit away from there. Yep, that should be fine. And he's going to also go over here because it's white damage. So I don't know how close I want to get because there's a lot. Overthinking it. Don't overthink it. And then you're going to go here, I think, and defend. Yeah, should be fine. Who else has moved? Oh, I forgot to battle cry. Don't forget to battle cry. Do you have a shot? No. Okay, end turn. Yep, they go for the goblins. They go for the halberdiers. How did they attack without him retaliating? Oh, it was archers. I'm just blind. Oh, I'm an idiot. Ooh, that was a mistake. I might lose my shaman. No, just barely didn't. Okay. If they had range, I might have lost them. So, don't mess up like that. Check things' movement ranges. Check your enemy's movement ranges. So I'm kind of considering just charging him in like this, because that gets him in melee with these guys and starts harassing them. In fact, I probably want to be in front of them so they retreat that way and can't take shots at my units. So you have... Oh, right. Great attacks on him. We're going to take that because he's a big threat. And yeah, okay. We've solved our mistake. You might just heal yourself and heal him to be safe. But, okay, I would just do it, but the heal ends my turn and it's one action, so I really want to retreat first and get somewhere safer. I should have moved this. This is where, like, you know, again, if you overthink things, you can get a lot of efficiency out of it, but I don't want to overthink things because I think this is going to be pretty easy. 3 focus, 1 action. This is 2 actions. Okay, you die. Execute, literally. And steal health. God, that's so good. Oh, speaking of vampirism, you were whining about that just a moment ago. So he should have it on his list now. Hero, Magar. It doesn't say. Okay, so I don't know if this will still be everything, because it's one, it's not 100%, and 2, it's not literally that vampiric attack thing. So I suspect he might be able to do... Oh, I know it works, because I just hit undead. Yeah, duh. So he still gets to do that. So I'm kind of wondering if the goblin should just blind him or defend. I still like the idea of rushing this guy up here and poking them. Again, that kind of keeps him nice and... I'm anticipating they will not be able to kill him, and I might have messed up, and maybe in harder difficulties they could. I'm not going to attack, I'm just going to defend. I want to keep that goblin alive. Fight, fight, fight. Rebound. Retaliate anyway. Attack of opportunity. Run. Oop, yep, I might lose these. I will lose these. Yeah, that was a mistake. Oh well. I'm going to play through, because, you know, this is how we learn, and I've been complaining about my stacks for a while, and I was hiking somewhere to get units anyways. So, drop a heal, just so that they're better on the world map. Run on up. Smack you. Run on up. I really just want to get to that one in the back, but... Oh, he can engage both. Okay. Easy enough, they're dead. So we can literally just focus the one in the back, so we go up here and take a shot. And turn. I actually did about as bad as the auto resolve said I would. Hilarious. Go there. Still no. Huzzah! And, you know, you don't have to play perfectly, obviously. I've been saying some saves coming a little, but I'm willing to take the loss there, because that unit's kind of becoming a little bit weaker. Oh yeah, definitely counterattack. Again, obviously I'm not using my glyphs. I could be shopping for them. If you're an artificer, I'm sure that matters a lot more. But not at the moment. I could enchant beast one of these idiots, but it's like, I'm pretty sure I can win this fight. It's just gonna be really annoying, because if someone gets poisoned, I could lose another unit. I need to reinforce him. How do I reinforce him? There's no city nearby. There's no easy summons. I guess we're in an undead area, so what we're going to do is do summon Enchanted Wisp. We'll get him a Wisp. So come on in, Wisp. Now I've got 2 Wisps. They serve as tanks and as ranged units. Wisps are great, don't forget it. And we're just going to quietly and carefully walk our way up to this copper vein and hope that this war troll decides to not murder us. Over here, up to here is I think where we're heading. Here, just go ahead and assume you're going to do that, because yeah, the fish trap isn't used, and hopefully the ruins will be usable, and we'll see. Why do you have... Oh, because it thinks you can move the other way. Suspicious minds. I mean... Ooh, boy. Thought it would be easier than that, but let's start battle. This is gonna suck, because they're gonna do nothing. And we've got Choking Fumes, cool. We'll see how it goes. This fight is going to be frustrating, because this guy breathes fire and does a ton of element. Oh, this is where I should have used, like, Resist Elements. It's a really good spell, and it would stop this from doing the 38 damage in a line that it's going to do to my poor guys when I screw up my spacing in a moment. God, everyone does elemental. Oh, but he has elemental weakness. That's important, because this guy, to my memory, has, yeah, 50%, so it'll actually make everyone do damage. Cool. 1 action, 2 focus. Neat. So move there. Can I do it? I can. I don't even care about hitting that one. I just want to hit him. He resisted it. Crud. This is going to be fun. Where can he move? He can move to about there and breathe fire if he wants, so we're going to go to there. You can move to there and there, so we're going to go up this way. If they want to engage me in a fight, that's fine. Everyone here does elemental damage. Neat, 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 neat. I need to send them somewhere where that's not a massive... Oh, they're good against cavalry. Didn't even know that. Massive liability. I'm going to make them come to me, again, because it'll be less steps. I could walk up and engage them so they can't get to my backline quite as easily. Keeping in mind where he can breathe fire is important, and how he can get to those spots. But I think this will be okay. And then I can get a little bit of damage in on him or him. Yeah, nothing, basically. Poke, poke. Nope, 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 nope. Anything I want to use? Not really. Oh, right, I was supposed to go... I could use the poison coating if I need to give him death damage or someone else death damage. But I'm going to see if I can get the elemental weakness on him, because then all of my units are way better. Yep, he just breathes fire, which still is a ton of damage. These guys can now start flanking and setting up flanks. So once again, I think you're going to... Now, do you trigger elemental weakness when you attack? How do I know this guy can. Enkindling Touch. All attacks can inflict enkindled. No, you do not. So once again, Hail Mary. Well, we can kill him pretty easily, but you need to heal. And unfortunately, that ends his turn as well, which is like just extra brutal. This guy's going to come out, though, and take a shot on them. And that should do that. And then we can do attack. I think we'll be okay, because they'll get to retaliate. And we'll take the flank shot for 3 damage. And then you will just defend, because we want you to live as long as possible. And this guy does a boatload of, 30 melee damage a hit. He is going to wreck this guy. Oh, he's going to move in to hit somebody else. Oh, I'm stupid. I gotta remember that they're willing to do that. Yeah, he's just going to straight kill my Alchemist. I'll take the loss. I'm really big now on kind of like playing through. I've shown off kind of how to get off the ground. So now I'm trying to show off how to deal with your losses. Once again, because like I could run up and smack him, but this thing is so dangerous, and my my whole team. Well, everyone could get in melee. I'm gonna try it one more time. Yeah, that was just I need to look at like what the odds are on that. It might because I think the thing is it's based on his what does it say it does? Resistance elemental, which is weird because like well he's already got elemental resistance 50, so it's better at making units that are already or not. It's better at making units more weak. It's not great at stripping units that aren't weak, so to speak. So we'll do this. Boom, boom, boom. You cannot attack. You will die miserably. We'll do this. He might die miserably anyways because I messed this up. Yeah, these guys are so dangerous. Boom, boom. And again, defend. And then I'm going to have my apprentice come in and try to take a lot of the damage here. Boop, boop, boop. Yep, he lived. I have got to kill it this turn. I think I will. God, just barely, though. So let's think about this. I'm just thinking about how to set up as many flanks as possible, because obviously he's going to do a boatload of damage to my units, especially now that their morale is breaking. Okay, now that he's turned, I can go over here, get a flank. Then this guy is going to run up and just smack him. Boom, boom, boom. And then they should get a flank and get the kill. Yeah, flanking is very important. Now I lost my Alchemist, so that was also helping my heals. So unfortunate, but here we are. That's what you get for playing sloppy. No! Oh well. No. God, I don't think either of these is that good. I'll take Pharaoh. I kind of like them as flankers. Ooh, Inferno. This is an interesting little skill that I'll show off in a bit, and I think it's really good on that kind of unit. I always like getting more resistance, even though they changed the resistance stacking. I already rambled about that, so now it's 40 instead of 45. But I'm still okay with that. That's way, 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 way better. Oh, and they're fast learner. And I got stuff. Oh, now he's happy. Yeah, okay, cool. Good. Well, good news is we're right by a town, so I can go shop for a guy. I don't even need to head back to my my thing, my guy, my dude, my tower. There it is. Sorry, I'm a little lightheaded today. I want to clear out all this too, but technically this guy's in the area. But I was also gonna try and kill a mage, and we talked about that a while ago. I don't need to train anyone new just yet. I do want to eventually get paladins in all of my stacks. They're incredible frontier units, or frontline units. But yeah, I need to do that. Let's do the fun fight. To be fair, I can't heal wisps anyway, so I'm gonna use the wisps to tank, I think. And the halberdiers. That's gonna be my front line. So halberdier there. You back up the halberdier so you can throw sand at people, because you are now a ranged unit. You probably should just transform and run up to the front lines. But that took one of your actions, so you're only going to go there. You stay way back. I don't want you anywhere near the front lines. And then you go up front, and you go up front. And you'll even poke them, just so that they don't come in and think you're defended and try to tank up. Done, 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 done. Yep, we're done. Oh, I hate these bugs. Because the no heal thing, or the poison thing, can really ruin a fight. Yeah, all of these are immune, except for him. So, yeah, now he's poisoned. I've got to be very, very careful with that, but we should be fine. Haha, pocket sand. Just take the kill. You can also ranged a unit. Let's go, well, no, he doesn't have any good. Oh no, right here. Yeah, demonic. Also destroys their morale, so they'll do a little bit less damage. He's going to defend because he's been poisoned and I cannot heal him. And it will suck if that happens. He takes the kill, now he's poisoned, oh well. That's actually kind of a problem, but boom, boom, dead. And then you Kill that one. Boom, boom, boom. Neat. Routed. So since they're routed, they'll run away. This is why morale is really, really good. Anything that does morale damage is super, super strong because it lowers their willpower, which ups your damage with white and death. Yeah. And then also lowers their damage and does a bunch of other things. So, yep, he just runs away and dies, doesn't even attack. And, oh no, you flanked me. Pocket sand. So silly. So yeah, and reinforcing with that Wisp maybe wasn't needed, but obviously made that fight a lot easier. New threats arise, cool. That's just a guy who's going to harass my harvester. I hate him. There are times where I almost want to take these fights and like drop a bunch of elementals and golems on them and just be like, nope, leave me alone. But we're not doing that today. So the whole point was to kind of get over here. I might be able to do it faster. No, I really can't. Huh. Well, we'll hike that way because there's a quest to do. You're just exploring for me. Seeing what we can find. Construction sites are always quite nice to have. No one murdered you. Do you not have mountaineering? Really? I thought I got you mountaineering. I did not. Oh, well that's really unfortunate because I sent him, into the mountains. Hi, please ignore me. I'm just here to pick things up. We'll build our... Yep. And it does look like I'll be getting the ruins bows, so this will help a little. 3 more gold income. Quite a bit of mana, no all fire because I have to send wisps there. This is again why like sending just stacks of wisps around the map is actually quite useful because they can just take all these all fire nuns. They can take that. They're gonna die in droves, but who cares? They're wisps. They can't even level up. So great. Oh, actually, I can adjust this all the way to max because I got that 10 income from having that landmark in my territory. And you're going shopping for an alchemist. Hey, boom. It's like we never lost him, except for all the horrible experience we've lost on him. But whatever. Darkvale Gate. I could demand the gold. I should have checked my relation. I'm going to demand the gold. Screw it. I've gone pretty evil. Thank you. Oh no, 3 relation. Did I get any gold? Yeah, thank you. Give me my money. Alchemist nephew. I don't remember at all what I was supposed to do. Yeah. Sure. Yep. 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 It's a fun little story. I don't actually want to ruin that one, and I think that's roughly what I did last time. I don't actually know how you're supposed to do it because I keep forgetting to read the stupid stories because I'm busy showing things off. But you know what? This is fun, so not complaining. I'm about to get greedy, or employee of the month rather, which gives everybody greedy. Run away, war troll, run away. Okay, it took half his health, so maybe it's related to their danger or their ability to hurt you. It's a phantasmal unit in the forest. It's going to be hard to chase. Oh, you jerk. No, how dare you? He's going to try and damage my lodge. Okay, I have 47 mana that I can spend a turn, and I have 44 mana in bank. We are spending it. No, how dare he? How dare he? You are not going to get rid of my landmark lodge. And this is, again, a good way to show that, like, when little annoying things like this happen, here's how you deal with it. So we're going to, once again, summon a wisp. We're going to summon another wisp. These guys are white resistant, but they're just 2 cutthroats. I'm going to full out make this into a all fire stack. So I've got my 2 wisps. I could do more wisps. I'm going to get a couple of jellies. Oh, no, I am not. I'm not going to get a couple of jellies. I'm going to get another wisp. No, I'm not going to. Oh, they take 18. For some reason, I thought it was 9. Maybe it ramps up as you go. I don't know. Well, either way, I'm not getting either. So they're going to go stand on this. And then when he comes in, I'll spend ingredients to stop this nonsense. How dare he? Yeah, I just got my sealed elementals and my potions of fire breathing. I should be able to do this. I could drop a golem on him just to send a message, but unfortunately games don't have that. Any developers listening, I'd love a game with more like morale. Like, you know, Panic in XCOM I think is kind of cool. The only reason it sucks is because you can't make the enemy panic as well. So that should have been a thing. And I'd love to, like, if you overkill a fight, like have the enemy like take notice you did that and maybe back off. But yeah, there's my ramble opinion for the moment. What do we need? We got our minion. That's awesome. We're about to get. Oh no, we got. Oh, we're about to get our minion. We're building our minion. Troop quarters study. I really like Pen Pal, and it's so easy to get. 2, 4, 6. So we'll do that. I'm feeling the crunch on like, hey, I can't build certain things, so I'm running low on my philosopher stones. I've been burning through them, making all this stuff. What do I want? So like fairy grass is always fun to keep an eye on because it makes things really easy to get. Like this cartography table if I wanted it. Actually, let's actually go to normal alchemy though. Where's my grass? Because it makes eagle spirit, and I need eagle spirit. And what do you know? I can put 4 fairy grass, and then I can drop a potent water on it, and I've got 4 eagle spirit. I should always have a stockpile of eagle spirit. They're an easy win con. So I'm playing the month, sealed elemental crafted, cool. You're hiking through the forest again that you're terrible at traversing. That's another thing to think about is like, how do I get these guys to not lose their so many turns just hiking through terrain they can't get through. This is why I should have gotten those spell page quests done earlier. You are just going to wait, though. I want to see if I take the fight here, what it looks like. I think it's just the normal one. So I'd like to go get the weed. We know there's some war trolls who would like to murder him, though, so we're going to just head south and try and be safe. We'll get some fairy grass. And then you're going to go probably commit some other war crime. These things are always like, what kind of horrible do you want to be? Yeah, we're going to finish Alchemist Nephews first. I have a whole bunch of stuff I want to clean up here, but I want Alchemist Nephew done. Yeah, and I think we're good. So they're going to probably start that fight with my wisps. Move. Yep, here we go. How dare you? How dare you? Let's see what the map looks like. I don't think I've ever fought on a lodge before. Yep, it's the it's the same map as always. Okay, I will absolutely spend ingredients on this because I don't want to deal with the nonsense that they're about to cause me. So they're just stupid little, what are they called? Cutthroats. I can probably drop a single sealed elemental and see how that alters the fight. They're gonna have to run in. You can just bombard them. Now he's burning. Awesome. You can bombard. Ooh, boy, you don't do a lot of it. I could even use the death potions, the poison coatings. Yeah, I'll even pop a poison coating. I want to send a message. Range penalty. That's still not bad. I lost an action. That's part of why it's weaker. Now he's burning and poisoned, and so we'll just finish him off. And this should be good. What's your 9 armor and 51 health, 9 armor and 40? So these aren't very tanky. That's the one problem. I maybe should have moved him back because he's going to come up and engage him. That's the only issue. Oh, nope, they chose to engage poorly. Neat. So that guy's dead. This guy dies next. Boom, boom. Is there any, like, I kind of want him, actually, no, this should work, yeah, because I can poison him. And then he dies. Yeah, so 1 sealed elemental made this fight easy. Actually, 1 sealed elemental and the poison thing that I probably didn't need to spend now that I saw how they actually engaged. It almost looks like with good tactics you could win that fight otherwise. I don't think that's true, though. I probably need to spend some sort of resource there. But now I've saved my thing. I've got a nice little stack going. I've got a new plot of land up. I'll probably send my wisps up there to go take whatever that is. Got a nice pile of junk. Not junk, but ingredients. There's all this stuff to clear out, so he'll go do that. More philosopher stones, minion built, apprentice lodge built. Love having me some minions. Gotta have minions. How's my core supplies doing? I've got my fire breathing potions. I've got sealed elementals. Basically, the way I see it is you've got things like fire breathing potions and focus potions, which serve double duty. And the poison coating of, well, if I have a problem, I can. Oh, it's the leeching elixir, by the way, that I was talking about earlier. If I have a problem, I can use one of these to help with it. Otherwise, they're pretty good crafting ingredients. You know, it's real easy to get good stuff, tar bombs and all that. So cool. Then there's the like emergency fighting stuff, like the sealed elemental, where ooh, if I'm in a really tough fight, I might want that, or the dark feast. My numbing elixir is lame, so I usually just keep the dark feasts. I'm showing you that you can craft these into other things, obviously, while I do it. And you know, how are my philosopher stone stockpiles? I wish I could like mark things and just put them in their own little like this is my special group. The soul is pretty much useless. I can sell it for 25 mana if I want to. This is actually pretty good because it's an acid vial. Yep, it's an acid vial that's not acid, which means I can use it to make more acid quite easily. That and a horseshoe. Where's the lucky charm? Did I use them all? Oh, no, there you are. And then I can do a potent water and make a bunch of acid. Acid is quite good, and it can be made into Omni Vials if you get lots of it, which is also quite good. So I'm going to get the acid. That's another of my, like, do I have enough of these? I like to have a stockpile of them. Arias are quite good, but I'm waiting until next week where I get my third one for reasons that will become apparent then. Maybe we just see what we can build. Smoke bombs. Always have a stockpile of smoke bombs. They're really, really good. And now again that I've got potent water and all these things, and I get more stuff, really good to have more smoke bombs. So I need what? One more arcane and one more death. I am not wasting that. These aren't bad to have a small stockpile of either, but no, you're an ingredient. Give me potent water. There. And then we'll do one arcane and one death. Cool. Smoke bombs, 4. This is like my emergency stockpile. You know, what don't I have? Well, I want more smoke bombs, I want more acids, and I want more eagle spirits. That's kind of my, no matter what I run into, I can probably handle it. And then I start making my super stuff. So like, okay, now we can go take fights way out of our league and just destroy them. You know, since he's got 2 wisps, are there any Allfire nodes near him? Not really. Not that I've seen. Because, yeah, I've taken all of them so far. So, okay, he's going to continue hiking through the forest that he hates. And getting nowhere. I might cast Awareness if I want to, like, do that one quest. But probably not. Ooh, free stuff. 22 gold. This is another thing. Like, just having a couple of scouts isn't too tedious to micro and isn't hard on your economy at all. And, obviously really, really helps out. So since I won that fight, I'm going to make more wisps. I'm just going to make this a stack of wisps, and I'm going to go send it and YOLO this fight and see if I can win it. So we're going to actually boost up our mana real quick. Whee! Wisp. Doesn't matter, still 1. All right. Whee! All the way back. I wasn't sure if I could do it to pump out a wisp this turn. But once that gets to enough wisps, we'll go ahead and start taking all fire nodes with that stack. So go to the grass, harvest the grass, sleep until you're done. And now that you're done, okay, in theory, he was supposed to head over here and try and eliminate Iana. So I'm going to stick with that plan because I want to show it off and see if it even works. I might lose the whole stack. I might kill a boss in like a moment, especially because I'm going to have I'm going to have my full alchemical power online. I'm going to have a super weapon, and I'm going to have all my emergency ingredients, and you know, you don't get anything from saving them. So I could even sell these if I wanted to, but yeah, it's a really good thing to do. So Alchemist Nephew, knock, and you get, look at this, you get a whole bunch of stuff, you get some gold, but most importantly, you can buy really good things like Arias, which I'm going to buy 2 of. In fact, I'm going to clean them out. Yep, gimme. This is why I've been sitting on so much cash. And now I'm going to send this army up to do all the 7 keeps stuff, because 7 keeps gives you some really good things. I almost feel like a different army should be doing it, because I know I'm eventually going to want to park a lodge there, but whatever. What was I supposed to do? I guess I'm supposed to kill her. Yeah, sure. Really? Really? Stop dying. Stop dying, you cowards! I've been watching Futurama recently. So, let's see. Anything interesting to do here? Not really. Oh, that's probably why it was worrying. It's like, oh, you're wounded, but no, not really. You then can run up and be the main tank. Oh, and that's a... Ooh, that was dumb. I should have stepped one step back because he would control this space and they could only attack him with one unit. Here they can attack him with... Oh, I lied. One unit. Okay, it worked out, but if this was 2 squares, he would be in a much worse spot. Always think about how many hexes they can attack you from. Hexes, squares, they're all the same thing, right? That does make him less useful, but I'm going to get him kind of close in case I want to do like a shuffle out or something. I should probably start flanking with him, but I don't think this fight's going to require that. You're going to just get set up and start. Actually, you know, they already have elemental weakness. And you have death weakness. I just want to see. Oh, it has to. Or sorry, no, elemental weakness. Yeah. Okay, so now you are on elemental weakness of 63%, because again, they changed it from being additive to multiplicative. My suggestion, don't worry about the math. If you're worrying about the math, your fight is way too hard. Make sure nobody can do anything fun. Cool. I might lose these beetles because I'm going to go out here and kind of try and get a shot on everybody. Now that they're weaker. If I can get them burning, I could spread the burning. You know what? I should have hiked him this way to begin with, so I'll hike him that way. And you're going to do quite the same. Go out here. Is that safe? Yes, it is. And just poke them. Again, I've got flying units. They don't. This is completely unfair. The best kind of fight. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. She's the only one I'm really worried about. And then he's just going to cleave through those. Okay, I was going to heal them next, but it looks like that's not the case. Just heal him. You are going to just... you will defend. That thing's going to die attacking him. I already put elemental weakness on these guys. You're going to come in and engage them. That's actually what I'm going to do, is engage the ranged units. Oh, they're both ranged units. I'm an idiot. Take your flank. Ta-da! And then you come over here. Oh, and I can set up for Inferno. I actually want to do that. I've seen this do weird things, and I feel like the text is different. That's part of why I want to use Inferno. I totally forgot I had that. He's now a super weapon, basically. How dare these crates get in my way? And then that kind of leaves you on lighting him on fire. Hooray, he's on fire. You know, I don't build them, but Dwarven Ignitions, no, they don't cause fire. Can apply burning. I was curious if there's like will apply burning. Any item that I could find that would absolutely do that would be nice. I don't know what they just did. Oh, they do volley? They couldn't have. They were engaged. What did you do? You did volley. Oh, you can do volley when you're engaged. That's really powerful. I too am engaged. Aha. So just heal these guys. Yay. Let's do Inferno. Ah! You can't do it if you're engaged, right? No? Why can't you do it? He has the focus. Ends the unit's turn. Does not apply that. It takes 3 actions. I know that. It costs 3 focus. Well, I'll do it on another turn then. Murder them. Or another fight. I'll figure that out later. And then, whee! Yeah, nice, easy cleanup. That's the other thing auto combat doesn't take into account, which I wouldn't expect, which is like, do you have flyers on a map with, you know, water or cliffs like that? You know, do you have the mobility advantage? We'll definitely take the focus. Cool, I got stuff. Now you're angry. I haven't even met this one ever. Will he get angry if I do? Whatever. That's a lot of spiders. I'm going to start pedal. I was considering auto-resolving, but whatever. I think now I'm going to tick both of them off because I'm just brilliant like that. Yeah, that's annoying. Thank God it at least puts your melee units up front, but when This is why I hate spiders, is because if you have something that's weak on the front lines because of the previous fight, you can wind up in serious trouble very, very quickly. I think I'm going to be fine. I wish I had a priest, though, so I could do the heal. Okay, if I Inferno... So it says, target random enemies within 5 hex radius around the user 5 times and deal 19 elemental damage on every single hit. I've seen it hit hexes where there's no enemies, and I think that's because I just tried to make sure there was one enemy in the hex. Like, if I only have one enemy in this entire range, I don't think it hits one enemy 5 times. I think then it just whiffs. So let's see. Hits an enemy, hits an enemy, hits an enemy, hits an enemy, hits an enemy. Okay, so that clearly worked. I'm going to try and set it up another time after this where I just have one enemy on the edge, and if it'll just nuke the ever-loving heck out of one, or if I can get 2 and just have those 2 take all the damage. But yeah, in the meantime, heal him. I don't want any of you to die. Defend, defend. Thank God you can still defend. You run up and actually stop these idiots from getting involved, and also defend? I could have probably elemental weaknessed first. Does anyone have wildfire? Aha! I could spread burning and take a ton of damage because of it. Defending's probably better. Just because I want him to be healthy for the next fight. I don't know if it'd be better in actual worrying about the combat situation. And yeah, just go on up and, hey, you know what, shoot him. What am I doing? He might burn. Okay, he didn't. Oh no! Smack, 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 smack. I love that he's a war mage and he carries a staff. Like, you know, I'd love some paper doll stuff where they start getting, oh cool, he can actually go and, can you do this engaged? As the unit's turn. Yeah, you can, good. Not that I can't unengage you quite easily. But I would love paper doll stuff where, you know, it would show, the weapon he's currently equipped. Well, to be fair, maybe it exists. But I don't think it exists, but that's bonus points. So again, this was kind of an uneventful video. I'm just doing a lot of cleanup. You know, this is how I play the middle game. Again, on Explorer, I'm pretty sure I'm balanced. You kind of have to keep your units a little bit closer together. I'm just sending off stacks as just paths of doom in one direction. I will definitely take the resistance here. Don't know if you can get away with that on harder difficulties, but, you know, I'm obviously not being tremendously punished. I will take speed on him over regen. All threats are... I'm gonna... Let's be dumb. Let's see how a mage... Oh, wow, he really likes me now. +3 roll map movement. But yeah, as you can see, that was a major rep boost, so now I don't have to worry about him. And this is something I think that matters a lot more in the higher difficulties, where you see what quests you get, and that kind of determines which mages you're going to have to deal with. Okay, I can make him super happy, I can put him on the back burner, maybe the Necromancer guy is about to murder me, so I need to deal with that. I got a spell page. Ooh, wow. Got lots of mentalism spell pages. I'm kind of considering, once I get to 50, dropping most of my Allfire into research so that I can really bash out a lot of these spell pages stuff and see what we can get. Ooh, free fight. Oh, how dare you. It's 3 wolves. I'm going to end the video probably at this turn because I've hit my hour. And I'll probably play another one right afterwards. But, you know, so yeah, I like just holding them here so he can engage too and pin them down, and he can, it doesn't even matter being in the forest, so he'll just go here. And I'll run in and guard. And then what do? Oh, right, we wanted to test infernal stuff. Inferno stuff. Inferno. So I think if I go let's go here. And now he probably doesn't have enough stuff. I'm gonna go way over here and mess with it. Shoot him. And then you're gonna come up and just take a shot on whomever, who or whom. I never know how that's supposed to work. And you're gonna do the same. Fire, fire, everywhere. Burning, hooray. I should have shot with this guy first to see if I could trigger burning, because then I could spread the burning. But I'm fighting 3 wolves with a massive force. I'm not going to overthink this. I maybe should have overthought this. Oof. As you can see, I can get a little arrogant with my power level, and it has bitten me in the butt more than once now. So you could Inferno, and it'll only hit those two. So one, so he take four, two, three, four. Okay, Inferno is really good then. I don't know why that one time it looked like it didn't work. It was a while ago. Maybe I didn't understand what was going on, but that was awesome. That was everything I was hoping for and more. Maybe it's if you only have one unit in range. I have no idea. Of note, golems, fire golems have Inferno. That's why I wanted to test that because it's a very, very good skill. Hey, your last guy died. Get some health. Yep, nice stuff. So you are kind of out in the middle of nowhere doing stuff. All right, so that's the end of the turn. I'm gonna stop it here, and then I'll upload another video and play the next turn. I don't think I'm gonna do anything. I'm not gonna wait until I get feedback on what people would prefer for right now. But yeah, that's kind of where we are. And again, if you have something you'd like to see, if you only like to see the big fights, if you prefer just watch me do this basically like a let's play, let me know. I'm completely willing to show off more stuff, and I'm learning a lot myself. Still, I haven't even done all the Alchemist crafting, so yeah, let me know.